Well, hello everybody. Hey, it's Chris the Disney Baker. What's going on? Hey, Mandy Adams, how are you? Good to see you. Mm, all right, just like always, dealing with last minute situations, which is actually pretty good for today. I had an amazing day at Magic Kingdom. Went out with the family, my wife, my father-in-law, some friends from Maryland. We had a really, really good time. So we're glad you're here. And we have a bunch of other people that we invited that's going to hang out with us today. So, uh, wow, we haven't been live for a long time. And man, it's really good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Uh, I tell you what, there's been a little bit of excitement and drama happening in my life, and I'm not going to bore any of you with it because you didn't come here to hear or see any of that. So what I have been doing is just getting a couple things together. Hey Jay, what's going on? Welcome. Hey Katie, welcome. Good to see you guys. So what we're going to do is I do have a different camera that I'm going to use today. And what I did was I went ahead and I'm going to just rename this in cam. Hopefully you guys won't get any feedback from that. All right, we're gonna set that up right there. We're gonna let them enter the studio. Whoa, we're gonna turn that down. Because I don't need to hear myself. So which is cool. Sorry about that. Boom. It's like booyah. So all right, so here's my pin cam. And we'll make a little adjustments as we go as necessary. There, I got my little Mickey here, and we just literally turn him around and get him all set. So I do have a nice light down here. So the pins you're going to be seeing today, I hope you're going to like them. Catherine, it sounds good now. Thanks, Katie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had to just hit the big mute. Hit the big mute. Because if I undo this, I'm going to click this one over here. And how's that? Still good? Oh, you know what I never bring in here? I never bring in my external phone because my amazing mods usually will send me a note here. Hey, Francisco, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, so hey Gonzo, good to see you, Gonzo. It was nice talking to you earlier. Thanks for reaching out. All right, great. Thanks, Katie. Okay, so the Disney Baker's been busy. So we've got a couple of things back here that actually, um, I'm using a wireless mic that I set up from one of my DJ jobs. I was a DJ for 12 years. So I set up my wireless mic and I used it at Pete's when I did the Bake It at Pete McDevitt's and I liked it. So I figured, I'm going to hook that up for the studio and we'll see how all that sounds. Oh, God, you hear all the dropping of bags. That's means the baker's been shopping. Yep, he's been shopping. All right, is there anything else? I don't think. Oh, there is one more bag and one more. So we hope everybody was having a good day today. And if you were definitely trying to share that happiness with some others, that's great. All right, so here we go. So I am collecting the main attraction. The main attraction set at Disney World is Mickey Mouse main attraction sets, and it comes in. There's 5 items that come in each main attraction when they release them. There's a lounge fly bag. There's a set of ears. There is a pin. There is a key. And there is a plush. And the plushes are pretty big and they're nice. And they're going like all around the parks doing a bunch. The last one that I got was the Tiki Room. And let's see, I'm showing here. Let me drag one of these up top. The nice thing about having when you have an extra screen, you can just check into stuff. And I'm just going to check into myself here. Click on my live. I just want to see what's coming across to you guys. Oh yeah, you can see it fine. Okay, so I'm seeing a reverted picture, but you're seeing it nice and straight. So this is the Mickey Mouse main attraction. I'm going to lift my camera up here a little bit. There we go. So this is the key. So the key is, they're pretty cool. So I collect the keys and the pins. Now, I don't think I have the Tiki pin yet. I don't have the, do I have the Tiki? I do. So in the Tiki room pins, now, in reference to other sizes of pins, these are really, really big. Let me grab, there's a cool one to show. I'll grab this one. Some people haven't seen this one. So if you're talking about regular size pins, and wait a second, getting audio feedback. All right, thanks. Let's mute that. Now you probably can't hear me. How about now, Jay? Can you not hear me now? Let me just take this one off. Oh, sounds great. Okay, good. All right, so muted or unmuted? That button there is unmuted. Just let me know. I'll keep checking on it. How do I display the keys? Without taking a journey out to my garage, I literally, the Emporium. Oh, okay. Okay, now there's echoing. Okay, I'm going to hit that and tell me if you can still hear me. So I just hit a mute. And if you can still hear me, let me know. Great. Okay, thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. The Emporium is changing some of their backgrounds around where their merchandise is and where their cashiers are. And they, it's really nice. What they're putting out looks really nice. It's a nice change. So they took down a bunch of old stuff and they sent some of that old stuff over to Cast Connection. And one of them they sent was a 5.5-foot mirror, a beveled mirror with a beautiful edging on it. I purchased it and I'm going to make it into a pin board for specifically for these keys and for these pins. So let me give you a reference point. So that's the size of a key, and I do have a ruler here, and that's the size of a regular size pin. Now, if I get a handy dandy ruler here, what we got? One on this side. So most of the keys are 6 inches. So the keys are 6 inches, and the keys do have, I'm going to see if I can turn this a little bit. I was going to try to use a different edge of camera today, but I wasn't sure if it was going to work. So I'm just going to use, I'll just turn this one a bit so you guys can still see me. If you open up the back of these keys, if I'm not mistaken, you know what? I have never opened one. Let's open one. We're doing an opening, aren't we? All right, so let's do an opening. I've never opened one, so dun dun dun. So, hey Yachty, what's going on? Good to see you. Yachty is traveling. Her and Pa are traveling and having a great old time. We miss them. Well, we're glad you're here. Thanks. Hey guys, you know, if you've been here before, you know the way we all grow is by word from all of our friends. So if you want to share us out, give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then we'll just get some amazing more friends like yourselves and to see what some of these unboxings. And going a little bit further, we will be doing some more pin frames. All right, so is these taped shut? Let's see, they're not taped shut. Let's open one up. Okay, let's open it up under here. You can still see me a little bit. I should turn my camera a little bit more so I don't knock some things off here. Hello. It's pretty tight in this box. This is series 5, and there are 12 series. And unfortunately, I don't have all the pins for all the series yet, and or all of these amazing keys. But they are out there, and they haven't released them all yet. They just released Dumbo, and the Dumbo release was done on Disney Shop Disney, which really surprised everybody. Surprised me. And we haven't gotten them into the parks yet, but when we do, I'll do my best to get a. Oh, okay. So they're taped on the. They're glued on the bottom a little bit. You know, and they have this little bit of sticker here with a wire. And then what we can do is get our little razor blade in there and give that a cut. Just be really careful with your razor blades when you're opening up all your packages and such like that. All right, let me go with that one. And that one. And I do have a nice little trash can bag. So I like these sets when they came out, and I said to myself, Self, I think we should collect. And just the keys and the pins. And they do not have a pin back on them, so they can't be put. So you're going to have to be creative. All right, so you can see those. So you'll definitely have to be creative how you're going to do it. Could you make up a ribbon? Sure, you can make up a ribbon and bring it around. You could also, and I believe I have it up on another screen, they sell additional pin backs that are just like this part of the pin. You know, it's just a round disc with this part of the pin, and you can get those on Amazon. And then what you could do, if you wanted to, you could, you know, you have your handy dandy Gorilla Glue like this. You could use your Gorilla Glue, and if you wanted to, you put one there, and maybe one down here, maybe just here and here, and that way you could stick them onto an amazing pin board, such as the ones that I have behind me, and then use those as your collection. You could get some really nice, like some ribbons, or maybe just use some fishing string. Maybe you could put some fishing string up there, and then just tie it that way. The fishing string would fade in. So that's the one from the Tiki Room. And catch up on some chat here. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Yachty. Yachty says she's at that 666, so she wants to get that off her board. So if anybody hasn't gone over and seen Happily Ever Yachty and her amazing channel, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed, gosh, if you could just go over there and subscribe for her, just to get her out of that 666, because you know that just means the devil, and we don't want that. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Hey, Dean, welcome. Good to see you. Dean says I have a few hundred pins here. There's no doubt, Dean. Actually, I'm in the number. Gosh, if we're gonna take a guesstimate, I could probably take the iPhone and take you guys on a journey. You see a couple on the tables back here. I've got 4 tables full of pins, another table out in the other room. We're working on hitting 10,000 pins there, Dean. So we'll see what happens. So this is one of the keys I've collected so far, and this is the pin that goes with this key. It is a pin on pin. I really like the pin on pins. They really make the 3-dimensional part just pop out. They're very heavy, and as you can see, they are a lot bigger than a regular pin also. So we'll do the comparison right by. Thanks, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, 10K, there's no doubt. Yep, I've been collecting since 2001, 2002, I think. And these pins are 3 inches. And if you could zoom in on this one a little bit, the detail is just lovely. It's really cool. I like that. Hey, Mike, what's going on, Mike? Welcome. Sebastian the Crab. T. McNeil, what's going on? Jeanette, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. All right, so we're going to keep moving along here. And I forgot to put something really special on my door. That's what I put on my door. I'm live. But I don't think I'll get any interruptions today, so we'll just put that up there. All right, so moving right along. So again, there's, I believe we're on number 6 or number 7. I think number 6 was Dumbo for the main attraction. All right. So moving right along. All right, so let's go to today's quick purchases. I didn't purchase much today. I only purchased a couple pieces. Like I said, I was at Magic Kingdom with my family, and we were hanging out with some friends from Maryland, which was a great time. Linda and John, if you're watching this on replay, make sure you say hello. And they're really good friends of ours, so we were hanging out. So Oswald's birthday is coming up. Now, some of these pins are in D23, but not that one. So I got this one over at the Trading Post today. This is a really nice big pin. It's a limited release, not limited edition. But the reason I really like this one is it doesn't, some of the pins, I like some of the pins that open up, but when you put them on a pin board, it's really hard to display them open. You really have to place them not next to another pin, because if they open up, they're going to block the next pin. But what I like about this pin is, let's get it where you guys can see it really well. It spins, and it's Oswald in all different characters: happy, sad, confused, angry. So it spins. So I really like that one. And I got that at the Trading Post. Hey, what's up, Danny? Good to see you. So this particular pin was $30. So the bigger pins are a little bit more expensive, on the expensive side. Now, if we go back to some smaller pins, but not as small, that pin, that Oswald pin is, let me see what size this is. The Oswald pin is almost 3 inches. But then we have these transformation story pins, which are really cool. I really like this. This is a pin on pin. Let me scooch it up a little bit. It's a pin on pin. This has Jafar. This is really cool. And he's just transformed into the 4 different. He was a serpent, and then he was the most powerful, and then he was the guy out in the dungeon, and then of course him with his serpent staff and Yago. So that's a pretty cool pin. This is a set of pins of evils, and I have got a couple of them. Maybe you have seen them on some of my other my pin openings. I'm going to go back to a wide angle here. And they are all of evils, but all of transformations. So any evils that transform. And that's those. These are pretty cool. See if I can get that camera just a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't know that, Yachty. So AP is going to have a 30% off sale. Well, that'll be pretty cool. All right, so Yachty's really happy she got away from 666. So thank you guys for checking her out and subscribing and actually watch her channel. She's got some really good content. She spends some times out on the ships and she is a Loungefly bag collector. So this is that series, and like I said, I just picked this one up today. I saw it out there, and these are limited editions, and most people sometimes will say, you know, what are you limited editions to? And I get my handy dandy magnifying glass here. Where did I put it? Oh, I know where it may be out in. Well, that's not what I want. That's not what I wanted to do. Excuse me. Oh, here's one of my handy dandy magnifying glasses. All right, so if we look at that, and this is limited edition of 2,750. So 2,750 on these. Now, thinking that, you know, well, that number's pretty big. It is. But when you think about how many guests Disney has in a day, just in one location, like Magic Kingdom, those usually don't last too long. All right, back to another pin that I picked up today. Thanks, Yachty. I love you too. I think you're awesome. So this is that last pin I showed you was $19.99. Also, I am collecting these pins. These are called Character on Parade. These are super, super shiny. And this one I saw today, and I was like, I have to get him. Because it's the boss. He's so shiny. Look at that. And then when you open him up, it's the boss on a stage. And he's got a film reel at his feet. He's on stage. And the other side is just so shiny. Look at that. And it's really cool. And these are called Characters on Parade. These are limited editions. Then see, these are the open ones. So when you place this on your pin board, you really have to place it. And they're not as easy to open as you would think. They take a little bit to open them up because they make the hinges tight so they don't just flop open and closed. So the more you open and close it, the more looser it'll get. But when you open that up on a pin board, you just don't want anything behind it because then it's going to block it. Now, these are limited editions, and we can check it out and find out what our limited edition is. And the same is 2,750. All right, and he is part of a collection. I've kind of geared down on some things that I was buying, just just to slow down a little bit, and as to say, whoa, Nelly, because my purchasing was just getting out of hand. So, but let me show you one or two of the other ones that I got in this collection. Oh, here they are. And I do have them back on this back table here. If we have time, I can show you that table. So we do have the Mickey that I just purchased today. And then we have Roger Rabbit. Surprise. And we have Ariel. I should lift this light up a little higher. There we go. And I believe this is Ursula. No, this is Genie. I really like that one. Genie. Peter Pan. And he's on his float going down Main Street. And then, of course, my second most favorite, Pinocchio. So, and they'll keep, I guess they're going to keep coming out with those. So, again, let me set these on the side. You know, I talk and joke to Yachty about, you know, how many Olive Spice bag. I can't talk. Look how many pins I have. It's a lot. But collecting pins is fun. Trading pins is more fun. Now, I showed you a pin earlier to do a comparison, and I want to bring it back out. And I traded this pin about a month ago. And this is Mickey. And she's in car. See if I can get this up here right. Car number 56. And if you look on the back, she is not a waffle print. She's a straight gold print. And if I look at the year, this pin is from 2005. See, I just get that. See if you can focus it on that. Nope. Usually, if I put it on a piece of paper, that tends to work. And that's focusing on the pen itself and not my hand. There you go. So there it is. And, oops. And it says 2005. So that pin's pretty old. And I like that. And back then, they didn't have limited editions. They were just selling pins. But when the limited editions started, oh my gosh. All right. All right, guys. So what's next? Box or bag? Hey, Space Fountain Dave, what's going on? Welcome, bud. Oh, let me check something out here. All right. Well, we hope everybody's having a good evening. I appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you very much. All right, let me see here. All right. Thanks. All right, I'm back. All right, so let me do this. Excuse me for 1 second. Took care of that. All right, thanks, guys. So I was just doing some backstage homework real quick. Let me see. I've got one more out there. So, yep. All right, so we're going to see who we had. Hey, Molly, welcome. Good to see you. Birdwell, 24/7. Where the birds are always well. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping in. All right, so Kathleen, welcome. So Chris sent you a message earlier at Yachty. So, all right, so we're going to go with a bag next. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay, see. I hadn't been totally truthful, I guess. Sorry, Charlie. All right. So let me shrink this back down. So this is the Peter Pan. This came with the Peter Pan bag. It is a pin on pin. His tie is a pin on pin. Let me get my pointer out here. So his tie right there is a pin on pin. His hat is a pin on pin. So it's just metal on top of metal. And this came with the Peter Pan series, and this was 6 of 12. And this was the key to Peter Pan. And I like that. I really like the detail they made on this. This was really cool. Peter Pan. Peter Pan was cute. There's no doubt. The plush on him was really cool. Here's what I really like. I like the detail here because you got Tinkerbell, okay, and you got Second Star straight on till morning. You've got Hook's ship, and then you have Peter and Wendy and John and Michael, and they're all flying. But then when you get down to the bottom of the key, it's the clock tower. It's the clock tower, and then the key, of course, to unlock all the magic. So that's that one. And let's see what I have here. Oh, what else? Did I have that? Oh, that's different. All right, we're gonna set that back in because that's a. I don't want to show this because this is actually a gift for someone that may watch me on replay. So I'll just set that down. All right, so here, this was when I was shopping on a pin day. This is a limited edition. Remy. Now, me being a baker, I like Remy. This is from the Food and Wine. And this is also a limited edition. These were $19.99. And again, if you have an annual pass or a Disney Vacation Club or a Visa Disney, you can get your discounts. If you purchased over $50, you can use your Disney Visa, and that's 10%. And this is an LE of 4,000. But like Yachty said, coming up soon, the annual pass holders will be getting 30% off, which will be a nice surprise for them. And the Disney Vacation Club is usually 20%. So there's Remy. He's cooking like crazy. Hey, Sandy, what's going on? All right. Okay, so, and like I said, this was a pin day. So we have my pin bag here. And we got ourselves a Jack Skellington. And he is the Nightmare King. And if you see, I got my new hat today. I got my new Jack Skellington hat, and I put some of my pins on it. I'll show you those before I finish up tonight. And I did get 2 of these. The reason I got 2 of these is I like to trade pins online. So I got this one for my collection, and then I got one to trade. Trading is fun. I really like to trade. And oh look, and this is the other Remy. So this was the first one, and then this is the second one. And he's looking in his, and this is the pass holder. This is if you're an annual pass holder, you can get this pin, but you have to be a pass holder. And this is a limited release, not limited edition. You know, we don't want to leave Mickey there by himself too much. All right, and then this one I picked up these you can only get over in Pandora, over in Animal Kingdom. This is a limited edition, and they do now trade over there. It's pretty cool. When they first came out, they weren't going to trade because they didn't trade on that planet. But now they are trading, and I got this when I was there about 3 weeks ago. I went to Animal Kingdom, and I was like, "Ooh, what's that back there?" And he says, "Oh, that's our new limited edition." So let's see what we have for a limited edition here. What number? And this is an LE of 5,000. So that's a high number for an LE, but for there, yeah, they're going to go pretty fast. So if you like Pandora, and this is a pass, and this is actually a pass holder, an annual pass holder pin. I did not know that when I picked it up. So here's my little magnifying glass that I'm using. I can see. So Yadi says I'll bring that up. Thanks, Yadi. I appreciate that. Will be available from September 14th through October 14th. Well, congratulations. That's fantastic. I also am an annual pass holder. And that is a little bit more than cast members do get. I do like my cast member discounts. They're pretty cool. All right, so this was about a week before, and these came out. One of my first movies that I had a album book to was Bambi, and they had a couple of these come out, and they had some limited editions. They had some limited release. If I'm looking for my collections, if I'm looking to buy again, I buy what makes me smile. You know, if I like it, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my collection. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that light was that close to you guys. There we go. Get that out of the view here. So this is and this is celebrating the 80th year of Bambi. And yeah, Bambi and Thumper and Flower and a Flutterby and Owl. I don't know what Owl's name was, but he was an owl. This is a limited release. This one with Bambi, his mother, and his father. That's a cool pin. I really like that one. That's a nice family pin. That was also a limited release. And these were $17.99, except for this one. This was their limited edition. I did like that one. I like this one a lot. And if you notice that the backer cards of these pins are really, really okay. Thanks, Gonzo. Appreciate you. 1 second here. The backers of those are really, really getting really technical. Oh my gosh, Chris. Oh, VP. Wow. Holy smokes. And that's tomorrow. All right. Wow. Thanks, VP. Oh, heck, you know what? Let's see what VP's. Yeah, VP, you know me. Yeah, I still have another box to open up. That set's cool. Thanks. That's really cool. So going back to this, these backer cards, I mean, they're really just really pretty backer cards. They used the same 3 for the Bambis, and there was actually, I believe, 5 pins for the Bambi series when they came out. I am collecting what I call the Disney Castle series through celebration of the 50th anniversary, and this was the latest one that I caught when I was over. Hey, Joy, good to see you. Good to see you. I popped in earlier. I think I popped in and said hello as I was getting set up for this. Let me see if I can find some of those other ones that I did get. All right. There we go. Yep. So that series, there's a couple of pins that are coming across with this series, and these are limited release. They're not limited editions, but they are part of the 50th celebration. I really like that one when it came out. Let me squish this down a little bit. And first anniversary, I like that one. 15-year celebration, like that one. And 10-year, 10th centennial celebration. So, and that all went with the collection with this one. And I just like it. It's nice and shiny. I will be making a special pin board just for my castle pins. So I'm going to need to make some room here. So I'm going to pick these guys up and take them over to the table. And again, thank you all for coming in. I love sharing my interest and my collection of pins with a bunch of people, because you know it kind of brings out a little bit of who you are. You know, am I a crazy pin collector? Yes, I like trading pins, I like collecting pins, but I also like meeting people, saying hi to people. And especially when you're trading in the parks, you get to meet a whole bunch of different people. All right, so we're going to do a box. We're going to do a box opening. Da, 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 da. All right. Boxes have plastic tape on them. So I usually get my handy dandy razor blade out. Be very careful with these. They've been known to cut paper and plastic and fingers. All right. Good night, Chris. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. Sure you don't want to hang out for this one? A temptation. It's temptation. So, well, thank you all for coming in. This is DaDisneyBaker. This is my pin layer. Okay, there's a pretty wrapping paper that Disney sends me. And, well, how about that? Now, when Peter Pan pins came out, they came out early on Shop Disney. We didn't have them in the store yet. Okay, so I went ahead and ordered them. My Peter Pan pin. And a Peter Pan key. So I've got duplicates of those. Okay. And they'll be good for like down the road. You know, if I miss a pin or I miss a key, these you could trade these out. A lot of people like trading. VP, I didn't know how you were feeling. I threw you the link, bud. Didn't know if you were up and about. All right, and then I needed, if anybody's seen any of my lives or seen me on some of Pete's lives, Pete McDevitt's lives, when I'm at the park, I love wearing socks. And I got me some new socks. I like these. I like colorful socks. So these are pretty cool. These are Buzz Lightyear. Let's see if I can get a razor blade on that one without cutting the material. There we go. And I didn't have any Buzz Lightyear socks, but I do have a Buzz Lightyear jersey. So now I have some Buzz Lightyear Star Command socks. So you'll see these in the park one day. I'll be sporting them. I'm real specific about which Disney socks I buy, just because some of them aren't made well. That's a shocker. These were manufactured in Taiwan. So you'll be seeing a lot of that in the future. A lot of products are going to be coming out of Taiwan and not China. Take a drink. Catch up. Hey, Richard, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Richard collects also. He's got a great collection. His aunt has shared a collection with him. And what I'll probably do after I start doing some of my pin frame nights is inviting some people to come in and make or talk about pin frames with me. All right, so that was all for this box. Nice and noisy. Put that in storage. And we saved the best for last. VP, are you still here? I hope so. It's a UPS box. All right, so I like to reuse my UPS boxes. I don't know if anybody else does because I'm cheap. So what I tend to do with my UPS boxes is just grab them by the end and put my razor blade in, and I just cut the glue. If I had my handy dandy hair dryer here, I would heat it up. Let's see that I don't. Let's give it a couple cuts here and release the glue here. Oh, I think VP retired for the evening. But anywho, I'm getting tired of messing with that, so I'll just try to give it a tug. There we go. So if you do a lot of shipping and you want to reuse your boxes, just get a hairdryer out and hit this edge with a hairdryer for about 5 minutes. It makes it nice and soft. You just pop it back open. And then when you repackage it, there we go. You repackage it, you retape it. All right, so this box, he had to head to bed. Yep, he's a busy man. All right, there's our paperwork there. All right. And I have another one of these coming in 2 weeks. All right, so this is coming from Mickey's of Glendale. And oh, cool. All right. All right, so here we go. Let's zoom back out here. Well, thanks everybody for coming in. Richard, are you local or are you up north? Richard's a traveling man. He's got his business he's running, and he's taking advantage of some opportunities to do some work up in the Northeast, which is good for him. If you don't know anything about Richard Blumenchiesa, he's definitely a hard-working guy, but he plays hard too. And his partner channel is Space Mountain Dave. And again, same thing. They work hard and they play hard. So if you want to see some other content on some people that like Disney stuff, check them out. All right, especially VP, Gonzo. They do, and Ed, and now Chris. They do the round table on Monday nights. All right. And same with Addy family, Chris Addy family. He's been, and Joy. Joy had her special on today. I think they were doing a Disney football pool. All right, here we go. Everybody's waiting to see what's in the boxes. Look at that. That's a pin. And these are Mickey of Glendale. And these were a little bit on the expensive size. These are pins that cast members can order through our site. I really like these. And I think these 4 will finish out my set, my collection set. And these are limited edition $250. That's right, folks. You heard it here first. $250 is the LE on these. And let me open one up so you can see how beautiful it is. Not in its. This is a exclusive Imagineer exclusive limited edition 250. And it's of the poster soaring around the world. And this is definitely, if I'm not mistaken, a 4-inch. This is a 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches by 3 inches across. And there was a whole set of these, and I will be making just a personal pin board just for these also. We have this backing, then they sit in their box. So this was from Epcot, soaring around the world. And we've got 12 people here, so thanks for showing up. I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry I've been just distant lately, but you'll see more of me. You'll see more of me. I got a premiere coming out this week, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be baking this week though. I wanted to do a bake, but I do have my premiere coming out this week, and my premiere is of finishing up a pin board that we started about 3 weeks ago. All right, this is the Land Pavilion at Epcot. This is also a pin, same size, 4.5 by 3 inches. And again, you can see the wall behind me. I have, this is what I call Pin Central, my pin layer, and I'll be filling that whole back wall with pin frames. I mixed it when I built it, and it's mixed with, let me see if I can straighten that out, with some pictures and some pin frames for right now. But once I get enough pin frames made, it'll be nothing but pin frames on that wall behind me. I can't really straighten that out, but let me just take this off there so you guys can look at it. Is that not pretty? Look at that. And I think I just picked up a pin of him the other day too. I believe I did. But I put it in a bag because I'm making another pin lanyard, and I put him out front. So he's out front. And that's Communicore.
Here is a concert tour, the Elevation Tour.
Alexa, stop. She always wants to get in on my conversations. All right. And last but not least, there we go. Oh, this is cool. Take the plastic off of this so you guys can see it. Oh, we can't see it yet. We can't see it yet. This is Kitchen Cabaret. Veggie, 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 fruit, fruit, fruit. Kitchen crackpots. I don't know anything about this poster. That's pretty cool. It must have been early on when Epcot first opened. And then again, that's a pin also. So those pins were 4 inches by 3.5 inches. And then, they're not pin on pin, they're just framed out. They're framed out that way. And if you've seen some of my other unboxings with these, I do have others that go with that, with this whole set. And these 4 actually closed out my set. So we're going to spin the chair around here. And I don't think I have anything else. Or do I? No, I don't think so. No. Oh, yeah. I do. So when I first started ordering some specialty pins, I went and ordered some fig pins. Now, if you don't know what fig pins are, they're amazing. And then one set came out. It's definitely the Disney set. And where is he? I have him here. That's Tink. That's Figment. There we go. There's the boss. We always bring the boss out. So this set is traveling through the Disney stores. And these are fig pins. And they come with their own little stand. And they come with a whole bunch of information. And you can actually go on the website and log in your pin and your pin number. And they're pretty cool. And the celebration that Disney has, they have a couple in their celebration in their series. But this series, I bought directly through Figpin. And it's called the Villain series. I haven't opened it. But I'm just going to show you what the pins look like. They come in the cases just like that. But I'm not going to open it up. And then we have Ursula. And she's a fig pin on her own. I can't get my camera out that far. Hold on a second. There we go. So there's Ursula, and she comes in one of those packs. All right, Chris, you're working backwards. Oop, there she is. And then Cruella. And then Maleficent. And then we have Hades. See if I do that a little bit better. Hades. And then the Evil Queen. And these all are in this box, and they're all numbered. 739, 740, 741, 742. And they're all in their own little plastic containers, just like the boss Mickey is. Where is he at? There he is. And my sticker came off today, so I have to fix my sticker. Get a new sticker for next show. That helps me know where my center is. And so that's that. So that was my show and tell for today. But I do have one other thing I did want to share. You know, going back to the beginning of pins, a lot of people, take these headphones off, a lot of people didn't know how to rate their pins, how many pins were there. And early on, there was a company that made a book. Actually, they made 2 volumes of a book. And unfortunately, a couple years after the second volume came out, one of the creators of the volumes passed on. And his partner decided not to keep it going. And this is that book. And this is that book. All right, and this is Disney Anna, and this is Tomart's 6th edition of this book. It's a guide to pin trading. Now, you look on here, there may be some pins that you may have seen before, but I will tell you, when you start paging through this book, in this volume alone, it says nearly 14,000 pins are not shown in volume 1. This is volume 2. Okay, you look. I mean, these are pins that came out. I mean, look at that pin. Is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Lady and the Tramp, Thumper, Genie. I mean, these are really, really cool books. So, Monarch Moments is here. What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. Okay, so I've paged through this book hundreds of times, and when I say hundreds of times, I am not kidding. Okay, so it is a guide to pin training. And here is the picture of what both volumes look like. I do have both volumes. Um, volume 1 is still packed away. I just unearthed volume 2 from my move. And it's a how-to guide, how to use this as a guide to all the pins that you collect that are, and may I repeat, they are Disney pins. So they rate them. Um, their rating back then. Let's see, the rating page. It's here up top. Here we go. So we can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. And I'll try to do this as best as I can so you all can actually read what it says. Okay, so let's start at the top left, and then I'll go in a little bit more. Okay, so when you're looking at how much, you'll see letters down here and stuff. So the value guide codes, are here on this side. The letters are here. Okay, guide codes DCA, DCL, DD, DK, and then you have your prices. A is under $15. B is $16 to $35. C, and again, understand that this is back in, let me find out what year this one was. This one was printed, oh my gosh. See if I can get a printing date. I don't see a printing date on this. Oh, I'm sure it'll be right here. It'll be right here, right here. All right, so this is the second printing of this. Let me just go back here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So this is how they do this. This is the second printing of this, and again 2012, 2013. All right, so that's 10 years ago. All right, and 10 years ago, when you look at this, these prices were just way up there per pin. I mean, collecting's then. C is, look at that, up to 75. D is up to 125. E is up to 175, and actual is $175 or higher. And this is in 2013, 2012. So what do you think some of these pins are currently worth? I would. I'll tell you, I do have a couple of these pins. And let's focus on something that somebody is, most people know. There you go, Hannah Montana. Okay, is anybody aware that there were Hannah Montana pins? I have some of these. I have some of these Hannah Montana pins. Let me get my pointer down here. I dropped it on the floor. Right. So if we look just at this section here of the Hannah Montana pins, I have, out of these 4, I have these 2. Now this is for that whole set. So if we look at AA 273791, and I find it, AA 373537, AA 3791. It's a B plus. So in 2013, 2012, this 4 set complete on the backer card, okay, is B plus. So it's $35 up then. Okay. So that just kind of tells you where the pricing is on some of these. And it just goes page by page. This is total of 159 pages. Look at that. I can tell you, I have a couple of these surfboard pins. I have a couple of these skateboard pins. I actually have Mickey and Jack Skellington. I have this Christmas Mickey pin. I have this Jack Skellington pin. All right, so let's look up this. Can you guys see that one? It's Halloween Mickey Jack Skellington. All right, so let's see how much he was worth 2012, 2013. Oh, and I have both of these too. This is cool. I haven't looked at this book in a long time. So it's AB0085. AB 00000085. 0085 was only an A. Okay, and A's were only back then $15. Well, I'll tell you this Jack and Sally set, if you have that set, it's worth more than $15. Or it's being traded for more than $15. I don't like saying sale, because I don't sell, a lot of my pins. I like to trade my pins. I love pin trading. So if we go to the top here, you can see this guy, right? AA9485. Let's do another one. AA94, AA94, 9485. He was an A plus back then. Again, look, some of these pins you'll see that are being traded nowadays. I just traded for one of these not too long ago. So if I look in the book and I try to find, I'll scan the book and I'll try to find some D's or some C's. But these silhouette, if you haven't seen these silhouette pins, you ever see these to trade them. They're rare right now. So, but again, when the gentleman that was working with this gentleman passed, they didn't continue with this catalog, and it's a shame. Because it was very, very well received, and everybody loved it. I have two of the four of these. I have that. It's just neat. All right, so let's just cruise through some pages and see if I can find some C's. All right, a complete set of the 114. Okay, so. And the Haunted Mansion, let's see, D. So we were looking at prices from C. So C is $75. This set here was back then worth $75. And it's dinosaurs, Winnie the Pooh, I have this pin. Genie Aladdin, I have that pin. And if I just zoom in, I don't have that one. I don't have that one. I don't have that one. But if you have the whole set, back then it was $75. And now, so if you let me find out where I went here. Boom, there we go. So if you have an opportunity to look on eBay and see if you can find these books, and I tell you, I mean, I'm gonna just go page. Look at all these pins. And these pins are so rare now. All these Mickey pins with the stars, they're very rare. The Mickey pins with the states are rare. Mickey, he's rare. Jiminy Cricket's rare. Any Jiminy Cricket pins that you can trade, any of these pin trading night pins, they're rare. They're hard to find. They're out there. But this book is just 159 pages, 160 pages, page after page after page. So again, if you have an opportunity and you want to look it up, that's what it looks like. That's the name. It's Tomart's 6th edition. There is volume 1s and volume 2s. And I'll show you what they both look like because they had a picture of them here. That's what they both look like. So if you want more information on your pins, go ahead and look that up. So I'm going to go back now to one screen and say hello. So hello. And straighten it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. and a little bit of knowledge about pins. And again, the easiest thing I can say about pins, excuse me, turn this light off because it's the easiest thing I can say about pins is trade what you like, buy what you like. You know, if you like it and it makes you smile, go for it. Do it. My screen just went all jabberwocky on me. I have a loosey wire there. But again, I appreciate you all being here. And I will be, let's see, today is Wednesday. I make magic tomorrow. Hey, Movie Matey and Nick, what's going on, buddy? So I'm going to do, I believe it's going to be late night Saturday. Late night Saturday. Yep. I lost my whole page here. Oh my gosh, I don't know where I am. Let's see if I can find it by doing this. Nope. Saturday late night. I'm really going to try hard to do I want to do a premiere. I finished the pins that we were working on together. Oh my gosh, where's my other page here? There I am. Sorry. We started some pin frames, and let me grab them for you real quick. And you can see where we are, but I don't want to be a spoiler. Okay, so right now, this is what they look like. Okay, and they're like, but they're not finished. And you can see this one's the stuff's pushing in, and I want to finish them. But I want to show you how I got to that specific spot. So what I did is I just went ahead and recorded myself, and I just need to edit it a little bit more. And I want to do a premiere. And then when I do the premiere, I want to, a couple people that want to come on and talk with me and be on a panel with me and talk about making the pin frames and how I made them. And even in chat, you guys are going to have questions. That'll be the time to ask questions when we're doing the live. And we're going to continue after the live's over. I'm going to go live. And the premiere's over, I'm going to go live. And then we're going to finish these together. And I'll show you how to finish them. And it's going to be probably about I think the premiere is going to be about 15, 20 minutes. And then we'll have a good 45 minutes of live. So that way I'm not taking up your whole evening. And it'll be late Saturday night. We have a couple of other entertainers and other Imagineers and creators on that night. And I don't like bumping into people, but hopefully you'll come over and see what we're going to do, see how we're going to finish these up. Last but not least, I did want to show you my hat. So this is the new Jack Skellington hat. And I grabbed some of my pins today. Got some Oogie Boogie. And then I have my Santa Jack. And then I have my, what's this one? This is a really cool one, but you can't see it that well because it's on black. It's Rack Shack and Barrel and Zero and Jack and Sally. And then on the back, I have Sandy Claus. There he is. And then on the side, I have, of course, the two lovebirds, Jack and Sally. And I have Zero. So it's a nice holiday hat. And I picked it up today and literally took pins with me because I knew I was going to buy the hat. And I bought the hat. And as I was walking, I put my pins on. So that's how excited I get about pins and hats. But these pin frames you see behind me, I definitely did. I did all of them, every single one of them. I can show you a sneak peek of a pin frame that I did that you'll see. Only you guys get to see it before I send the premiere out on this. I made this one. And it's about 4 inches inside, top to bottom. I do have my black velvet on. I finished the back. So it's nice for maybe just one or two or three of your special pins, or maybe one big pin that you like, or maybe something like, you could do, that's too big, but that's too big. But that's one of my keys, so, and then, and it sits up. You can't see. There you go. It sits up. That's a little holder on the back. But I like those, and I'm gonna make a bunch of these. But I will I'll let everyone know I do have another surprise coming out when I go live on Saturday with my premiere. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me tonight, hanging out, seeing my pins, seeing my collection. There's lots more to come, guys. I have a lot more to share and a lot more of pin happiness to just share it. Just what makes me happy. So I am Chris. I'm the Disney Baker, and I do bake on my channel. So check out some of my. Thanks, Nick. Hey, Chris, what's going on, bud? Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Jeff's here. Hey, Jeff. Good. Thanks for coming in, Jeff. If anybody didn't see Jeff tonight, he was dancing around and having a good time over at Epcot. He always has a good time dancing. He and I are gonna get together hopefully one night and do some dancing together. It's good to see you here, Jeff. Thanks for the support. And like I said, everybody, if you want a cool surprise, if you want to learn how to make some pin boards, I make mine my way. Everybody makes theirs their way. Hey, you know what? As long as you make them your way and you like putting your pins on them, it makes you smile when you walk in your room. That's all that counts. So I'll be putting out a surprise. Dancing Jeff is cool. There's no doubt. I love watching Jeff dance. Hopefully he'll teach me a couple steps. We'll be able to dance on the wild side. That'll be a lot of fun. But check us out on Saturday night with the premiere. And now that I've announced I'm going to have the premiere, I got to finish editing, and then we're going to finish these two pin frames up. I'll show you all how to do them, and then we'll have the surprise right before we end Saturday night. Look, I am Chris. I am the Disney Baker. Thank you so much for coming out. I always end my streams the same way. Peace, hugs, peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. Until we can meet in person, pixie dust hugs are going to have to do. But until then, TTFN. Thanks, everyone. We'll see.